Alright guys, we're going to be doing a actual rice, not instant rice like the Xanatrans and stuff I've done before. Today we're just going to be using, although we were going to do it inside on a regular stove, just for demonstration purposes. This is meant to be a bug-in food scenario, an everyday sort of thing. We will use a canteen cup, because I actually like using the canteen cup. That worked out great. I don't know if you can see in there. Not really. I've scribed two lines in there. Just not all the way across, just two little lines that indicate 1 cup and 2 cups. I also want, this is a 1 cup measuring cup. Show you what 1 cup looks like in this bowl. About half full. What we're going to do with this rice is indeterminate amount of water, as we are just going to soak it over the top. We're going to do this for about 15 minutes, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, once that is done, then dump out the water. Dumping out the rice. And because we still have running water, and we're doing this inside the house and not camping, we're going to try and get clear water. We're trying to get some of that starch off there. And we'll bring you back when you're done. Now we started with 1 cup of rice. Normally you would do 2 to 1. It'd be 2 cups of water. We're just going to do 1.5 because the rice is already soaked up a good amount of water. Now, in a true survival situation, and not just your everyday living, I'll go ahead and fill that up, but I'll just empty half of it in there. There's half in the cup there. The other thing you'll notice is is if you pay attention to where this happens, just under the 2 cup mark of 1.5 cups of water in rice, it's expanded now. You'll be able to do it more freehand. But if there were a survival situation, you would want the extra starch in the rice. This method I'm showing you now is for your, everyday cooking with your storage food. And this is going to get you really nice, white, fluffy rice. In the Xanatran one with the instant rice that's in there, we used oil and we toasted it. That's a different method. And now we're just going to go for it as the perfect white fluffy rice. And I'll put it on the stove. Alright, not quite at a boil yet. But we're going to go ahead and cover the top. And we're just going to kick this down just to low. So once it comes to a boil, cover it. That cover on there. Put it on low. Put a 15-minute timer, and don't look at it. Don't open the top. Don't do nothing. 15 minutes. Turn off the heat, and then just let it sit another 5. Any other heat and steam that's in there will continue to cook without any direct heat. So you won't burn the rice, but it'll continue to sort of expand the rice and finish cooking it. And we'll come back in 15 minutes. Alright, 15 minutes. We waited 5. It's now just after 20 minutes total of cook time. Pull the lid off. Still see steam coming off there. Now I want you to notice how full it is. That's 1 cup of rice. 1 cup of rice. Now, if you consider that this 1 cup of rice is 4 times the serving, if you remember the 50-pound bag of rice was a 1/4 cup serving, there was 500 of them. If you quadruple the serving size, as we did with 1 cup of cooking, you only get 125 of these out of that bag. But you know what, if I did that every day, I'd still have over 2 months. Over 125 days of this. So there you go, guys. Perfect, light, fluffy rice. Now if you remember, this was maybe a third to half down here. This is overfilling the bowl now, and I even had enough to put some in with my chili. So there's your rice lesson for today, and I appreciate your time. In closing here, I want to give you one last trick. That can of chili was half the can I put in here, was cold, not heated. But because you don't actually have to heat that type of stuff, everything's cooked in it, I use the residual heat of the rice to heat the chili. And now it's perfect temperature. The rice was too hot to eat, the chili was cold, and now it's perfect. So there you go.